Okay, let me get this straight so we're all on the same page. You decided to go to a Mexican restaurant. And then you got mad that Mexicans work at the Mexican restaurant. And then you took it one step further and you didn't leave a tip and you wrote a racist message. And then you thought you were being slick by scribbling out your name. All for them to print out another merchant copy with your full name just to get you fired?
So I don't know if you guys have seen this story about this woman, Stephanie Lovins. Apparently she was at a Mexican restaurant in Ohio and she got her bill, and on her bill, she didn't leave a tip. And I don't know how they found Stephanie, but they put Stephanie on blast. Stephanie was a realtor. Stephanie is no longer a realtor.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you love breaking down trending stories and viral moments, make sure to like, share and subscribe so you never miss an update. Now, some people really do not think things through. Imagine walking into a restaurant, eating your food, and instead of just paying and living like a normal person, you decide, you know what, let me be racist today. That's exactly what Stephanie Lauren did, and let me tell you, the internet had time for her. But here's where it gets even worse. After facing the consequences of her actions, instead of apologizing or owning up to it, she thought the best move was to start a GoFundMe. Yes, you heard that right. She went from leaving an offensive message on a receipt to asking strangers for money because she lost everything. The entitlement is crazy. Now, the internet is divided. Some people say she got what she deserved, while others argue the backlash went too far. So let's break it all down because there's a lot to unpack.
I have a really fun update on that Stephanie Lovin story, that white woman who went to the Mexican restaurant and where it said leave a tip, she wrote, no, I hope Trump deports you. Yeah, some of you have heard about it, so stick around for just a minute. But if you haven't, Stephanie Lovin's a white woman, was a realtor in Ohio, and she went to a Mexican restaurant and she left that note. Well, they saw her name after she scratched it out on the customer copy, or on the merchant copy. They saw it on the customer copy. So anyway, long story short, she was found. She was fired from, I think it was Century 21. She's no longer a realtor. That's the part that I already knew. That's the part that kind of had gone around. But what I didn't know is that she started a GoFundMe. She started a GoFundMe because of her financial hardships and because she wanted to get some money so she could enroll herself in basically diversity training to learn more about how she could be better in these situations and how she could, better appreciate diversity in her situation and her community. She's asking us for money because she was a racist who got fired from her job and got harassed. She got harassed. I'm sure she did. Good. You should get harassed for shit like that. But you're going to come over here, and if you go look it up, I looked it up. It's actually been deleted now, but you can still see like a little remnant of like the first part of a sentence. There's like two sentences. I'm not super familiar with GoFundMe, but it does look like it was legit at one time, and then it has since been deleted, probably because it was a stupid idea. But you're going to literally ask us, you're going to ask me, you're going to ask people of color for money during your time of financial hardship. Why do you think you have a financial hardship, Stephanie Lovins? That's what racism cost. There should be a cost to things like that. Completely unnecessary. Even if you were going to be that complete and utter jerk and not leave that person a tip, why would you take the time to write that on a menu or on a receipt? You went to a Mexican restaurant. You shouldn't disrespect people anywhere over anything, but you went into their place of business. You ate their food, drank their drinks, and then you have the audacity to leave that? Apparently you're just full of audacity, because then you have the audacity to come panhandling for money from us because financial hardship. Yeah, you got fired because you're a racist. So absolutely ridiculous story. I hadn't seen that little twist. I don't know if you'd seen it yet either, but that is absolutely next level from Stephanie Lovins of Ohio.
So I had not heard of this Stephanie Loving story. And it is a fascinating story. I'm late to the party, but I am here. So Stephanie Lovins took herself to a Mexican restaurant, opened a Mexican menu, ordered from that menu, and then decided not to tip her waiter or waitress, right? And you can determine there what kind of person she might be just on the surface of that. But then she uses the rest of her energy to write, "I hope Trump deports you." And she scratches out her name, but for somehow she left the customer copy there that still had her name on it. And so she got fired. She was a realtor. She got fired from Century 21, I think it was. And she's now asking for donations. I think that has now been removed. She's now asking for donations from a GoFundMe page for us to assist her with diversity, equity, and inclusion training. Get that. But it is the most hypocritical thing to me to see people who voted for Trump eat at Mexican restaurants with Mexicans. Somebody help me understand that. It is the biggest, I don't know, oxymoron. I don't know the word to use, but it is so backwards that you do that. I just thought y'all should know. Have y'all heard this story? It's crazy. Why are we like this?
Alright, let's be very clear. Stephanie didn't just make a mistake. She chose to do this. She sat there, finished her meal, and instead of leaving a tip, she left a racist message on a receipt. Like, how do you even get to that point? And then when the restaurant exposed her, suddenly she's the victim. Now she's crying that she lost her job. Her reputation is ruined and she's struggling. But she didn't lose anything. She threw it away the moment she wrote that message. And then we get to the GoFundMe. The audacity is astronomical. She really got online like, "Hey guys, I was racist and now I'm broke. Please help." And the crazy part, some people actually donated. Like, be so for real right now. What exactly are they funding? The Racist Relief Fund? The I Got Caught and Need Rent Foundation? Because last time I checked, GoFundMe was for medical bills and real emergencies, not for people who got fired for choosing to be hateful. Now, let's talk about accountability for a moment, because this is not cancel culture. This is cause and effect. Actions have consequences, and in 2025, you cannot just insult an entire group of people and expect life to move on like nothing happened. And let's be honest, Stephanie isn't the first person to do something like this. We've seen this before. Somebody gets caught being racist, the internet drags them, they lose their job, and then suddenly they're the ones suffering. And instead of learning, they just double down and play victim. And what's wild is that people like this never think they're wrong. Instead of reflecting, it's always, "I'm being attacked. My life is ruined. I'm the real victim here." No, ma'am, you're experiencing consequences. And at the end of the day, it's very simple. If you don't want to lose your job, don't be racist. If you don't want your actions exposed, don't do dumb things in public. And if you do mess up, own it. But don't come running to GoFundMe expecting sympathy when you are loud and proud about your ignorance. And maybe next time, she'll think twice before putting her racism in writing. Anyway, let me know what you think about this whole conversation in the comments below. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more trending discussions. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.